What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another live watch-along. And today, one of the biggest watch-alongs, people, the World Cup semi-final, France against Spain. Apologies, I was a few minutes late. I was just on AFTV with Cecil. We got here, at least we've made kickoff. Big up to everyone locked in. Massive game tonight. Obviously, we're going to be doing a watch-along for England against Argentina tomorrow night. But this one, Kylian Mbappe against Lamine Yamal. I'm not leaving Gabby Jesus. Hey, if he was locked into that AFTV stream, we were vibing. But yeah, listen, let's be serious. You know, we're supposed to be professionals. Yeah. Anyway, it's France against Spain, people. This World Cup, the quarterfinals weren't that exciting, but these two semi-finals that we've ended up with are just incredible. Like, I'm so excited for these two games and the final. I don't know about anybody else. I'm just loving football at the moment. Let's go through the French team. Mike Mignon in goal. The back four is Koundé, Luca Digne. Luca Digne about to sign for PSG from Villa. Villa getting raided. Lost Tielemans. Now about to lose him 8 million as well. Upamecano and the Rolls-Royce Saliba at centre-back. Tchouaméni comes in for Manu Kone. A little bit surprised at that. Maybe Tchouaméni's ability on the ball, maybe, to keep the ball a little bit better. I thought Manu Kone had been playing really well. Tchouaméni and Rabiot. I swear I do this every game, not even on purpose. Barcola's playing. I've put Doué playing. This is what happens when you rush people. I had to edit the lineups because they weren't showing up before I went live. So I tried to guess the team, and they've put Barcola in instead of Doué. So I better change that over. But yeah, Barcola, who heavily linked with Liverpool today, by the way. So are Arsenal going to miss out on him? Although David Ornstein's saying it's still very much an open race as to who gets him. Barcola plays over Doué, which is interesting because Doué seemed to have got the shirt off him. But let's see. Barcola going to Liverpool. I'm ahead on Mars. Yeah, it feels like, from what we're reading, that Liverpool have been in for him for a while, and maybe we've turned up a little bit later. So who knows? So yeah, Barcola on the left, Dembele on the right, Elise in the 10. Kylian Mbappe up front, joint top goal scorer. Man said, expectation, Barcola, Leao, etc. Reality, Garnacho. I mean, Garnacho's on his way to Roma, I believe. The French bench is Sambot, Gusto, Kone, Thuram, Kante, Kanate, Zaire Emery, Theo Hernandez, Desiree Doué, Lucas Hernandez, Mateta, Rissa, Cherki, Magne, and Lacroix. The Spanish team. I always said during this World Cup, this is the one team that I feel like will cause this French team problems just because of how much they keep the ball. I still think France are way better than them. Also, Lamine hasn't really got going in this World Cup. Hasn't looked sharp after the injury. I don't know. I might be doing him dirty here, but Luca Digne just feels like the player that Lamine might start getting the better of. I don't know. I could be wrong. He might wrap him up. But let's go through the Spanish team. Unai Simon in goal. Pedro Porro, Cucurella at left back. Laporte and Kubasi, the two centre-backs. Rodri and Fabian Ruiz, the two centre midfielders. Dani Olmo's in the 10. Alex Baena on the left. Lamine Yamal on the right, and Oyarzabal up front. The bench, David Raya, Pubil, Grimaldo, Eric Garcia, Llorente, Marino, Mr. Clutch, Ferran Torres, Gavi, Pino, Juan Garcia, Nico Williams, who hasn't started any games, despite being such a prominent player in the Euros. He's favoured by Enna. Zubamendi, Pedri, who going into the tournament, Pedri, I think a lot of people would have said Pedri, one of the best midfielders in the world, and he's had a pretty average tournament. Ended up on the bench. Boya and Munoz. Munoz is the guy that's just signed for Liverpool, meant to be very quick. Nico came back from injury pretty much at the same time as Lamine, but hasn't really started. Wow, people. 2 minutes until kickoff. The World Cup semi-final. Keep me updated if there is a bomb, but Hand of Arsenal's wasn't a bomber. It was an update. He sort of threw out some information. He didn't really tell us much that we didn't know. One or two things. He seems to be saying that Arsenal are in for Alvarez again. Rodri with the shirt tucked. I'm telling you, he's old school, man. Mateta with the shirt tucked on the bench. Okay, they're doing a minute silence, people. I'm gonna be quiet for 1 minute. Well, that was a quick minute anyway, but I might have missed the part where the ref blew the whistle. But listen, who do we think's gonna win? I'm going for the French. Do you know what I mean? I know I said this Spanish team will cause them problems, but I just think that France's attack is too good. It's too strong. There's too much pace. I think they'll be too good for them. The game is underway, people. France against Spain, the World Cup semi-final. Here we go. Who will make it to the final? Remember, Spain knocked France out in the Euros when Lamine whipped it in the top corner. Yeah, I think that maybe, yeah, 2-1. 2-1 to the French. I agree. I hope it's a goal fest. I'd love it to be 4-3. Barcola will terrorise Porro. Well, it could be that could be Arsenal against Tottenham next year, although it might be Liverpool against Tottenham by the sounds of it. Barcola being heavily linked with Liverpool today. Big up Cannon Culture, man. I appreciate that. And then obviously the game. So Shaq's going for Spain. I think you're the only person in the chat that's predicted a Spanish win. I am surprised that Manu Kone. Oh, okay. I'm surprised that Manu Kone got dropped for Tchouaméni, but that big game presence is maybe what Deschamps gone for. Do you know what's interesting, to be honest, and I will be honest, is Rabiot is one of those players who you go, what's he in the team for? But having watched him in this tournament, he has been quite... He's just that player that when you've got so many flair players, you need one or two players like that who say, look, you lot go and do your thing. I'll just sit here and protect and do a boring job. I actually think Rabiot's had a good tournament. You know, you can see why Wenger all them years ago really wanted him as an Arsenal player. I'm not saying I'd go for him now. I wouldn't, but he plays that role. Deschamps was a little bit of that character. He sat in front of the back four, used to protect, go and let Zidane and them guys. He is, honestly, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of players that have done that in team. A Diet Petit, I hear that. Left foot, quite tall, reliable. Yeah, I hear that one. Big up the community as always, man. Big up as always. Oh, is this the one? Okay, I'll change that. Is that logo? Oh, yeah, you're right. It's only got 1 star above it. Should have another one. Let's see how this game goes. I did say the other day, I think Rodri, probably with Jude Bellingham, Jude probably been the best. Well, he has. But I think Rodri's been one of the best midfielders in this World Cup. I've actually seen, like, Rodri before the ACL level of performance. Do you know what I mean? He's bossed their midfield. Pedri was poor. Fabian Ruiz came in the other day, scored. But he's kept them ticking, man. You know what I mean? With the... I'm just shocked that Real Madrid have never signed Rodri. He'd be perfect for them in defensive midfield. Let's get going. I want to see Barcola, although I usually get hyped for Barcola, but he's been linked with Liverpool, so now I'm not as hyped. Kylian Mbappe with his first touch. Winner of this match wins the World Cup, in my opinion, says Big Caesar. I hear it. You know, Argentina have been very fortuitous in the last few games. England, really, when you look at it, I mean, I'm happy that England have got to the... There's Lamine. I'm happy England have got there, but they haven't really played anyone of like who's really Mexico and Mexico City was always going to be tough. Norway really pushed them the other day. Would England be able to go up another level, which is what they're going to require? When they played Spain in the Euros, they weren't good enough, you know, and France, can they get to that level? How do you beat this French team, really? I think you've got to... France keep going 1-0 up. First of all, that's something you've got to do to them. You've got to score against them and give them that pressure of having to chase a game. I feel like when the French go 1-0 up, it's like, oh, they start enjoying themselves and they just take the game away from you. They need to feel real pressure. They need to go a goal down and be like, oh, things have gone wrong here. They don't have many weaknesses, but they can be got at. They can be got at. Tchouameni and Rabiot, midfield, it's not amazing. Upamecano, I don't think he's amazing. He's had a pretty good World Cup next to Saliba. Luca Digne can be got at. The goalkeeper, Mignon, I think he's looked a bit shaky at times on the ball. So they can be got at, but let's see. Spain will have more possession than France tonight, I reckon. They'll have 50-odd, 60%. But it'll be about what the French do when they get the ball and spring on them on the break. Hope it's not a boring game. Dembele rolls it into Mbappe. Rolls it out wide. Luca Digne. Here's Barcola against Porro. He skipped him. He's done him. He sat him down. Oh, his cross is blocked. No, was that Kabasi who blocked it? Was that Porro who got skipped? Or did Kabasi get skipped? Hold that, Porro. Skipped him with ease as well. Why is Porro... Yo, you see Porro there? He's nearly doing a roly-poly. I mean, the cross wasn't great. He's a beast in 1v1 situations. I still think his end product's got to improve. Pedro Porridge. They've just given him a new contract. Corner to France, whipped in. Bro, I've never ever said I just bigged up Rabiot for 2 minutes. And he takes one of them shots that a school kid that don't really play football does. I mean, that is... Ignore everything I said. From Africa said, and you don't want Barcola. Have you ever heard me once on this channel say that I don't want Barcola, my friend? I've never ever said that. I said he needs to improve, and I'm not sure he's worth 100 million, but in the current market, that's probably what he's going to cost. I have said I would take him. I just said he wouldn't be at the top of my list. My list has Vinny at the top of the list, but if he signs the new deal, that's off the table. So karma. Big C, I've got that top, but the sleeveless vest, black and orange. Yeah, it's clean, man. It's clean. Holiday and stuff. Be nice. Pre-season tour, all of that. It's good. Do you know what we were saying? I don't know if you watched the AFTV show, guys. So there's a guy who has come on the last 2 or 3 tours with us. He's an Arsenal fan. He's a friend of ours. We chat to him. You know, he goes around Europe and watches Arsenal play and this, that, the other. So imagine, like, he's been around us for like 2 or 3 weeks for the last 2 years. Daily. We're speaking to him, blah, blah, blah. He's just happened to tell us that he's Michael Elise's uncle. And he's sending videos to Cecil at the World Cup in the mix zone with all the families. We're like, bro, you've been around us for 2 or 3 years. How have you never mentioned that you're Elise's uncle? So, yeah, you know, I just didn't think you'd be interested kind of thing. It's like, bro, what? And he was at Palace. We could have called him. Now, look, he's at Bayern, 200 million. Anyway, Total Hit said, Big C, what's your advice? I'm unemployed right now, but I have experience of what I want to work with. Thoughts? I mean, it's tough because I always think you've got to try and chase the job that doesn't feel like a job to you. If you can turn something you really love doing into your job, that's the best thing. Who wants to go to work every day, do something that they don't like? But sometimes it's hard because you've got to pay bills. So even if you got a job, do that on the side until you can make that your job. So if you're good at something, try and turn it into work. But that's what it is, innit? Can you monetize it? By the way, I just bigged up Rabiot. Now he's having his worst game of the tournament. He just stamped on Dani Olmo's foot. He's a scrub. Ignore everything I said. Why did Wenger ever want it? Mike Chrissy said, by the way, I'm Barcola's dad. Yeah, did I ever tell you that Mbappe's my son? You know, 2-3 years, man, never once. Just in passing conversation. Yo, you know Elise? Yes, might be my nephew. You know, his dad might be your brother. Oh, you didn't feel like that was worthy of telling us? He actually told Cecil just before the show that he's going to FaceTime him after the game with Elise, as long as they don't lose. He said, you know, if they lose, he ain't going to want to talk. But he said, as long as they win, I'm going to call you on FaceTime. So we'll see. We'll see. When I'm on tour, I'm going to say, yo, you better call him. Let me talk to him. Cecil will be all polite with him. I'll say, oh, brother, if you come back to the Prem, you better come to Arsenal. I think they said he's a Chelsea fan. So, but Chelsea are rubbish anyway. Free kick to Spain. Free kick to Spain. Can Lamine put this in the top corner? I said before, he hasn't really had his moment yet. Can he have his moment? This suits the left foot. It's probably a little bit further to the right than you would want. He doesn't take it. Oh, man, waist hits the wall. Lamine, done him. Outside of the foot. Good clearance. See, you've got to put France under pressure. Throwing. Rabiot's money. Yo, honestly, there's one more. There's a guy called Dr. Amsu, right? So he is from London but lives in America. Him and his cousin's name's Michael, yeah. So they're on tour all the time as well, right? Big Arsenal fans. They know Robbie. They're from London, but they live in Atlanta. So again, they've been on every tour for about the last 4 years. So one night, this Dr. Amsu guy, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, 21 Savage is my son. Oh, okay. Okay, 4 years. You just mentioned that, yeah. He's like, yeah, 21. He's like, why do you think I live in America? I came to Atlanta. I hear you, MJ. Yeah, it is a bit groupie-ish if man stuff. But even in passing conversation to just say, yeah, Lise. Big up MJ. Dash said, regarding the AFTV show, Gabby Jesus has 6 months to be a UK citizen, won't leave England. He'll go to Everton on loan most likely. That's a good point, you know. Yeah. Sometimes they want to get... And what you got to understand, even though he's Brazilian, I think he's got a daughter. She's obviously being raised in England, so she's probably speaks English in an English school, nursery. So a lot of the time, these players are like, yo, even though Brazil is home or whatever, they might be like, yo, I'm staying here. I think you actually bang on. I think that's what's going to happen with him, that he'll go on loan, and Everton are the club that have wanted it. Wenger's there again. Yeah, Xavi. He'll turn around and say, look, no one's going to pay me 250 grand a week. I'm not... no one's going to pay me 250. And I'll go on loan, pick up the same wages for another year, and then I'll leave on a free. Now, on a free, he might get a massive signing on fee or something. So, yeah. Oh, given away. Oi, no, it didn't. I'm telling you already, France look like this is a more difficult game. Look how Spain are high pressing. Look where Elise is having to come to get the ball. Sidorf said, sad to see Trossard leave. Also happy that he played for us and helped us win the league. Absolute legend. We'll miss him a lot. Good luck to him. I mean, yeah, listen, I said it. Cecil asked me there, what do you think about Trossard? I said, look, he's a cult hero. I don't think he is a legend, but I think he's a cult hero. We'll never forget his goal at West Ham. He scored some super clutch goals. He was never quite good enough to be the main left winger because, you know, if he was, he'd be playing. Technically, he's... And I'm surprised he's ended up at Besiktas. They're not even in the Champions League. But I think he leaves... Sometimes players stay for too long and you're pushing them out the door. Do you know what I mean? Look at the way Mesut Ozil left Arsenal. He left in lockdown. Didn't even get a game to say goodbye. Aubameyang just left. Hey, Elise loses it trying to make it. I'm telling you, man, this game's a different level. We'll see. But, yeah, so for me, Trossard, you've won the Prem. You scored one of the most important goals we've had in years. For me, that goal against West Ham feels like the goal that won us the league, along with Krupi's goal for Bournemouth. So I think he's left in a positive manner. We're always going to think positively of Trossard if we talk about him. Where if you mention Mesut Ozil, some people will go, yeah, but look at the way he left, 300 grand a week, he wasn't good enough, walking around lazy. So sometimes it's good to leave in the right way. You know what I mean? Total Hit said the Friday 17th is my birthday, Big C, 26 years. Blessed day. Big up to you, bro. Have a blessed birthday. Legendary goal, not legendary player. Agreed. Agreed. Well, it's interesting because this is a game where the players you've been raving about all World Cup, like, look, I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, Elise, that's borderline red card. You're lucky that, yo, I'm telling you now, that's a foot higher. He's sent off. He's lucky that hasn't been checked. Elise's uncle wouldn't be ringing him if that was. I'm looking at Elise here going, you've had a great World Cup. We've hyped you like crazy, but this is a different level. You're going to be chasing the ball a lot. How was that not a yellow card, by the way? Did you see that? Bro, it's a disgusting... That's like an orange. I'd say that's worse than a yellow. Not quite a red. He could have almost got a red for that. He could have broke his ankle. Dembele. Oh, here's Mbappe. The keeper's off his line. Skips one. He's got three on him. They get back. Still got it, though. Needs support. Oh, he plays it behind him. Barcola. Rolls it into Elise on his left foot. Wins a corner. I don't know how Elise didn't get booked for that. That's unbelievable. Good break, though. That's what they're good at. The counter-attack. That was nasty. Could have been a red. Definitely a yellow. Unreasonable Odegaard from Wonder Kid to wonder why he's still here. Oh, my days. Odegaard. I mean, yeah. I reckon they'll keep him. But I think they should move him. Liam said, Arsenal's window will be underwhelming. Stan is done. You always find out about Arsenal when, you know, and we'll find out this year. They might turn around. We might look at it and go, we've won the league. The Kroenkes are going to invest loads of money so that we win more trophies. But if you look at a lot of his other franchises, Denver Nuggets, for example, they win the NBA championship and they've been poor ever since. Now their best player, Jokic, they're talking about him leaving. So they might look at it and go, yo, league's won. We're making all this money. Let's chill for a couple of years. Extend the stadium. Make more money. Dembele whips it to the back post. Barcola. Good touch. Keeps the ball. Spain have got a lot of players behind the ball. Yeah, I saw a hand of Arsenal's post. It's not... There's nothing groundbreaking in what he said. I think it's... It was just more an update. He seems to be very much focusing on Alvarez. It seems that he's basically saying that if Alvarez can't go to Barcelona, he'll go to Arsenal, which is interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Arsenal didn't go crazy in the window and they look at how they can really monetize the fact we've won the title, which will be extend the stadium. Don't be surprised. But thoughts on Bruno Guimaraes for 80 mil or Tielemans for 35? I think Bruno's better than Tielemans. He's a year younger. Bruno's 28, Tielemans 29. It's the circumstances, isn't it? Tielemans had a release clause. Bruno doesn't. Bruno's got 2 years left on his contract with no release clause. Is that breaking now, is it? Has that just come out, that story? I'm going to be honest with you people, right? If Arsenal sign this Solis and don't buy a big left winger, and you go into next season with Solis and Martinelli, I think they've hustled us. Like, honestly, they can't be doing that. Yeah, well, big up to you. I've just seen it, so I appreciate that, Guna 1970. Yeah, as you said, Club Brugge now anticipating an offer from Arsenal for Christos Solis following the departure of Trossard. 40 million euro release clause. I mean, are they going to have Solis, Martinelli and a new winger? Have they got a deal lined up to sell Martinelli if they get Rodgers or they get, even though I don't see Rodgers as a left winger one bit. Interesting. Listen, we've said all along we got to be patient, but we can be honest and say the start to this window for a team that has just won the Premier League is extremely underwhelming. And when people keep saying it's the start of the window, it's not the start of the window. The window started in June. We're in the middle of July. Arsenal go back to pre-season on Monday. So, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see. Solis, Meslier as your first two signings. They better come with two big ones after that. I'm telling you, it's like being in a restaurant. Okay, you've brought me some bread and some water. I now need my... They've given a penalty. It's a penalty to Spain. Oh, my days. Luca Digne handballs it. Oh, here we go. The World Cup. Is it handball or did he foul Lamine? He's given a penalty to Spain. Nah. Heads it in the air. Look at what's he trying to do? He kicks him. Yep, penalty. Boots him. What is that? That is dreadful. Just head it away. He's tried to head it in the air, turn round and clear it. Now it does hit Lamine on the bicep, but I'm sure they don't give handball for that, as crazy as it sounds. I'm sure they said if it hits like the top of your sleeve, it's not handball. It's going to be a pen. Wow. Who takes penalties for Spain? Does Lamine take them? He hasn't got the ball in his hand, but they never usually do that. That's going to be a pen. That is awful defending. PSG are just about to sign him. I'm assuming they're doing a VAR check, but they'll give it. They'll give it. I'm pretty sure. Maybe the kick was even before it hit his arm anyway, so it won't even count. Luca Digne has given away a penalty. Wow. Oyarzabal has the ball in his hand. Penalty's been given, by the way. Who's taking it? There's a few of them. Usually the one with the ball in his hand sometimes doesn't take them, but I think Oyarzabal does. Mbappe's like, listen, bro, you never go to a World Cup again if you don't overturn it. Look, he's going, come here. Kylian, you come here. Right? Shall I text you my bank details? Not really. Wow. He's telling Mike Mignon, get on the. This game's going to be crazy now. France go 1-0 down. This game turns into something else. Wow. He scored his last 5 penalties. Oyarzabal to make it 1-0. We did predict 2-1 anyway, but soft pen, that's a definite pen, bro. He volleyed him on his leg. Oyarzabal to make it 1-0 to Spain, the Euros holders. The referee's telling everyone to stay out. He hasn't even blown the whistle, has he? Scored! What a penalty that is! 1-0 to Spain. Woo! Wow, this is a game now. We're going to see what the French are made of. Kylian. This could be Ballon d'Or slipping away from him if they lose this. Deschamps. Why is Deschamps moaning, bro? It's that you've volleyed him. What does he want him to do? That's a great penalty, by the way. And, yo, man's throwing up the M. Oyarzabal. Wow. What a penalty. That's a great penalty. Does him for power and everything. Game on, people. Wow. The ball's bounced. Luca Digne should flick it away. He's tried to pop it up in the air so that he can turn around and hook it upfield. As the ball's in the air, Lamine's just jumped in the way. Oh, look at Saliba, man. Don't inflict pain on him. Even if Spain win the World Cup, I don't know if it makes a big difference to the Arsenal Spanish players because they've hardly played. Look, you got the young French kids crying. Maybe Marino, he scored some clutch goals, but Raya hasn't played 1 minute. Zubamendi's hardly played. Aye, aye, aye. Game on, people. It might make the game even better. But if France go out, geez. Wow, Man United being linked with Kone. That one will bother me. That one will bother me. If Manu Kone goes to Man United and we don't get Bruno Guimaraes, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start again when this will. I'm calm at the moment because the World Cup's on. But I'm telling you, when this World Cup finishes, Arsenal, I'm gonna really get the microscope on what you're doing. Man United have inquired about Manu Kone from Roma as they approach a third midfield player after Andre Santos and Yuri Tillemans were announced. Roma have received calls from several clubs around Europe. Manchester United are said to be interested in the player's pace and ball carrying profile, which we've said Tielemans needs pace around it. But Arsenal, I'm telling you, bro, if you don't get Bruno G or Manu Kone, I'm gonna start going mad. I'm telling you. And you want to play Morgan Rogers left wing? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. The title win, it's good, but anyway, let's focus on the game. Let's not get caught up in Arsenal. AFC's window will be... Nah, I hope not. Brio said Trossard snatched ankles. Why is Havertz still there? He's been adopted. Bruno's not better at passing, shooting, scoring, or pens. Nah, listen, man. You see, it's very easy to do that. Yeah, well, definitely penalties, yeah. I agree with that. Bruno's better than Tielemans, man. Do you know Tielemans never scored last year in the Premier League? Not one goal. So, is he really better than Bruno? He scored a few in the Europa League. 25 games, so he missed 13 with injury. No goals, 4 assists. I'm not saying football is purely based on numbers, by the way, because it isn't. I actually think Tielemans a good player, but he's just very, very slow. Which is why Man United probably want Manu Kone, which would be a great signing. And that one would infuriate me. Bruno played 29 games, so 4 more. 9 goals, 5 assists. Bruno's better than Tielemans, bro. We all know he is. You know what I mean? We all know he is. But I'm telling you now, the Arsenal PTSD is creeping back before pre-season even starts. But Deschamps a fool, mate. I don't know why he played Tchouaméni over Manu Kone. Manu Kone has been one of the guys that you've been like, everyone's watching this World Cup going, yo, this Manu Kone's a baller, pure energy, can play, aggressive. Oh, let me play Tchouaméni. And Rabiot's actually having a stinker today as well. French midfield, the Spanish midfield, it bops too much. Tielemans runs like he has a caravan on his back. Well, we looked at the video of him chasing Declan Rice, man. He was in, like, slow motion. Elise could have easily got sent off for that tackle. He should have definitely got a yellow. If France go out, man, Mbappe, they'll terrorise him. They'll terrorise him in Spain. You come back, you got knocked out by Spain in the World Cup. Vieira did say Kone is the best French midfielder, and it looks right from what I'm seeing. I still don't care what anyone says. Camavinga should be in this squad. You can't tell me Rabiot is better than Camavinga. And I don't even think Tchouaméni's better than him, but some people do. Bruno's miles. He's definitely better than Tielemans, man. If you can have Rodgers or Alvarez, who are you taking? He's going to play Rodgers left wing, so give me Alvarez. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at with it. Do you know what I mean? Rodgers left wing doesn't excite me, I'll be honest. If they buy Rodgers 80, 90, 100 million and he's playing left wing, I won't be that excited. He ain't a winger. You want a left winger? Buy a left winger. Buy Barcola. Buy someone who actually hugs the touchline and he's a pace demon. I don't want an attacking midfielder on the left. Leao or Solis? I'll take Leao, bro, just because I've seen incredible performances, although he's very inconsistent. Would you pay 85 million for Bruno G? Yeah, I would. I would. I don't think he's worth... Why is Saliba down on the floor? And why is Lacroix warming up? Why is my Arsenal season crumbling on July the 14th at the World Cup? He's done. He's coming off. You can tell how they're around him. He's done. Dropped to the floor, injured, done. Mate. He's just, look, he's telling them, oh my, oh gosh. Saliba's coming off in the semis. They'll blame Deschamps. We knew that Arteta madness would catch up. Declan Rice getting dragged off at half time. Saka can't start 2 games in a row. Saliba's dropping to the floor after 28 minutes. And we've signed Meslier from Leeds. Just sim the season and tell me where we finish. I said surgery incoming. He's done. Look at him. They're helping him off like a school kid off the playground. What are we seeing? He's genuinely being helped off like the year 7 that's hit his nose. And he's going to the nurse's office. We're in trouble. Look at him. He's limping. Oh, dear. He's going to miss the World Cup final and everything. Look at his face, man. Look, he's basically the B-Tech version of him. He even looks a bit like his little brother. Cooked. Maybe sign him, actually. He's not bad. I'll take him from Palace as backup. Ah, they're going to get knocked out. They're going to get knocked out. You're a goal down. Saliba's injured. Your defense is going to be shaky. Yeah, I thought that. Was it his hamstring? I thought he was holding his hammy. He looked so distraught, like, I know I'm going to miss the final. Do you know what? Do you know the funny thing yesterday? I saw some big Arsenal account, right, blaming Thomas Tuchel and Deschamps for the way they've managed Saliba and Rice. And I was like, are you for real? Like, you do know that this is the byproduct of Mikel Arteta. By the way, I don't know if you guys saw, I'm sure you did this morning, Ornstein saying Man City are now pushing hard to sign Bouadi. They see him as a long-term replacement for Rodri. Price now could be around 100 million euros, 84.5 million pounds. Remember, the start of the World Cup, they were saying 60 million euros, which was about 55 million. So his price has gone up about 30 million. Saliba mashup, bro. We ain't seeing him for a while at Arsenal, I'm telling you. Lower back, and remember, lower back injuries can lead to other problems in your body as well. Back injuries are a major problem. Saliba injured, losing Barcola to Liverpool, signing Solis and Meslier after winning the Prem, and signing Rodgers as a winger. That'll be our only title for 20 years, says Lawrence. I am enjoying the weather. We have to enjoy it, you know? I think it's... Oh, mate. Anyway. Listen, maybe it's his hammy. But we know Arteta likes hammies. Let's hope it's nothing major. And let's hope the signings are big. Yo, Elise, bro. Elise's playing like he's at Palace. I've been hyping him up. I put Kvara third and Elise second. And Lamine first when I was asked the question the other day. Elise's having a stinker. Should have been sent off as well. His uncle ain't going to be FaceTiming Cecil playing like this, bro. He'll block your number. Saliba, Rice, Saka are done. They're mash up, bro. They're going to need a lot of time. A lot of time off. Vieira told you, but soon you'll say Rice Kone. Well, Rice is the Premier League winner. You better not get Kone as well. I can't lie. It's Cucurella. If Spain score again, France are in trouble. I'm telling you, because even their attack doesn't look as good today. I told you, when you play a team that keeps the ball away from you, it becomes a lot more difficult. I'm just trying to see if there's any... Almost shoots, terrible shot. Yeah, the group chats are going off. Every Arsenal fan's panicking. Saliba, Saliba. Hopefully it's not his back. Hopefully it's his, well, I mean, hopefully it was nothing, but maybe he's just twinged his hamstring, maybe, but whatever it is, it ain't good. Wow, Spain keeping the ball well. Said it at the start of the stream, you got to score first against France. Look at Upamecano, you're on the wrong side. Bayeno, hey! I think he was offside, but Upamecano, bro, didn't cover yourself in glory there. But I get the signings ASAP. What is going on? Nothing's going on. Fizzy said our title looking so costly. It came at a price. Been telling, we've all been saying it, people. We've all been saying it. This title, we needed it, but it's going to come at a price. Declan Rice is mash up. Saliba's mash up. Saka's mash up. Three of our most important players. High pressure Elise don't look good in the 10. He's playing against like certified centre mids. Like Rodri is absolute certified Ballon d'Or winning centre mid. Sometimes all that flair and stuff, that ain't enough when you're playing against somebody like that. Do you know what I mean? Rodri's got his head on a swivel, bro. His awareness is unbelievable, Rodri. I'm telling you. Elise, you're playing against a whole nother level in the 10. Yeah, yeah. Keep those merch receipts. I'm telling you, bro. These can go back. If I ain't got the receipt, all you do, you put like a little, or maybe the sleeve, just a little tear, where you get the thread in and just get it out a little bit. Ruiz as well. Fabian Ruiz is quality. I remember when Arsenal were linked with him a couple of years ago, I was like, yo, he'll be a good signing for us. He's got better and better at PSG. Come on, France, you haven't done anything, man. Here's Barcola, left-hand side. He's isolated him. I thought he was going down the line. Oh, overlap was on. I think he made the wrong choice here. But you know what? They haven't really had many shots, so I get it. Barcola. Overlap was on. Although it's Luca Digne, he probably thinks, bro, I've seen what you've just done. I don't trust you. Spain are well organised, man. Liverpool get... We're buying 4 centre-backs. Yeah, Konza to Arsenal. We won't buy Morgan Rogers. We'll buy Konza for 60 million. If Spain score again, I think France are out. Over. The crazy thing is, Lamine hasn't even hardly been on the ball. Diet Barcola. Doué is better than Barcola. Yeah. Doué's better. Like, Doué is better. Barcola's more explosive, I'd say. But I think obviously we'd rather have Doué, but they're not going to sell him. Oh, yo, Mike. Mike, what's Magic Mike doing? Alex Baena. Rodri. 1-2. Olmo. Lamine. Oh, my days. You've nearly seen goal of the tournament. What a block. Nah, Spain are cooking. France are getting smoked. Are you seeing that 1-2 with Lamine and Dani Olmo? What is Magic Mike doing there? Disappearing. That's the magic. Rodri into Lamine, into Dani Olmo, back heel, pulls it back to Ruiz. What a block. That would have been one of the goals of the tournament. Nah, Spain are toying with France. Wow. France, man. Do something. Ruiz whips it into the back post. That was a crazy move, man. That could have easily been goal of the tournament. Lamine tries to take 2. Good defending. That looks like a foul. Yeah, he gives a free kick. Ooh! France, what have you got, man? Jeez. Barcelona setting. Somebody just said that as well about Dani Olmo. Very good player. Just quietly handles business. France are getting sauced. Absolutely sauced. French fried. I'm telling you. It's crazy. Saliba off injured. Losing 1-0. Not playing well. Dani Olmo wins possession. Koundé wins it back. They can't get up the pitch. They cannot get up the pitch. Rodri fouls. Elise, sorry. Rodri is the master of fouling and not getting booked. He does these fouls so many. Nearly gets the ball there, to be honest. What France don't have is a midfielder that can just string it all together. That's what Pogba used to do so well for them. They haven't really replaced his kind of profile in midfield. Saliba just dropped to the floor, bro, and said, "That's me done." Oh, offside. I thought it was his hamstring he was holding, but I'm not sure. Solis Gyökeres Noni with Martin and MJ. You know, for once, I'm not even going to argue with you. I just better hope. Berta, Hand of Arsenal said Berta's in Madrid with his family. If you don't leave Madrid with Alvarez or Vinny Jr., you might as well stay in Madrid. Alfred said, better off with Dembele left, Cherki in the 10, Elise on the right to cut Cucurella, put Mbappe left and bring a target man like Mateta. It might be the game, yeah, where Elise has to go out wide. He ain't handling their midfield well at all. Meslier, Solis, Souček and Delap. No, it's dark, man, I'm telling you. We'll do something, surely. We'll do something. Kylian, this is where you got to show leadership, bro. Real talk, you're the captain. 5 minutes till half time. None of this French attack have got going, but they're not really getting the ball to them. Spain just keeping possession. Spain in possession. I'm just looking here. I want to see the stats, actually. They've 56% possession. Spain look comfortable. They're destroying France in midfield. Manu Kone should have started this game. Yo, you're lying. Apparently Saliba said my back's gone. No, I need to see what people. If his back's gone, you ain't seeing him till about November. Christmas. The club have been worried about Saliba. Yeah, Hand of Arsenal's just said, even though he may need some sort of proceed. Yeah, he's cooked. He's cooked. Oh my days. Simon comes out. Yeah, Hand of Arsenal basically saying already there, look, 10 minutes ago, Saliba's back. He might need a proceed. So he needs an operation. He's out for months, mate. He's out for months. We better make the most of this league title, man. I'm telling you. We better make the. That's why I bought that little trophy, man. I just want to. Yeah, he looks visibly upset. It's one of them injuries when you know, like, if they make the final, you're not going to be there. Koundé whips it in, headed away. Ball's bouncing everywhere. Spain managed to clear it. Oh, man, I can't believe Saliba's injured. He's one of the players in our team as well that actually hasn't really had too bad an injury. He had a few issues with the ankle, but yeah, maybe you got to play in Capie centre-back with Gabriel or Mosquera centre-back with Gabriel. I'm not sure. We have got good enough players to get through a couple of months, but Rishi said by this stage in 2025, we'd signed Kepa, Zubimendi, Norgard, Madueke, Mosquera, and Gyökeres. Oh, no, you're saying, oh, there's the date, so yeah. I mean, you could say that, look, this time last year, by the 14th of July, then, we'd signed Kepa, Zubimendi, Norgard. They weren't exactly great signings. Zubimendi, we thought, was a big signing. World Cup was always going to push things a bit later. What's he given there? He's given a free kick against him for that. He just runs into him. Alfred said a lot of people say Deschamps has taken France to 2, potentially 3 finals. Truth is, France could have 3 World Cup winners without Deschamps' negative football. I've got a friend actually who does content, and he's French, not born in France, but grew up there. And he says they don't rate Deschamps. He said Deschamps will never get like the PSG job, nothing like that. He said he'll probably end up in Saudi. He said he's actually been like overly defensive with France at times. Beresford said echoes of Sporting in the Europa during 22-23. Spain on the attack again. Cucurella. Yeah. MJ said no excuses. Dynasty, you man said back-to-back Champions League final. I was on about Jay-Z's album when I said Dynasty, you know what I mean? Just go easy. Give us time, people. Give us time. If we get to August and our window looks dark, I'll be the first one going mental. That's all I've got. Elise's having a stinker. Absolute stinker. He's playing like he's at Palace. Real talk. Look. Rabiot, man. Could he? Yeah, I'm telling you, Rabiot and Elise could have been sent off. That's his second one. He's never getting the ball there as well, and he catches him on his foot. All right, no, he don't really from that angle, but the other angle, it looked like he stamped on him. I don't know. Rabiot's looking like a headless chicken. The crazy thing about this is Lamine hasn't even been on the ball much, but he won the pen, and obviously that crazy move, which could have been goal of the tournament. Elise, he's drifting to the right. Go and do Cucurella if you can't. Oh wow, France, the chemistry's gone. There's red lines everywhere on FIFA, people. They don't recognise each other. You see what pressure does in football. France, best team in the tournament. Spain come and just go, yeah, good luck getting the ball. Usain Bolt in the building. Watch looks expensive. Rodri. I said at the start of the game, didn't I? He is quietly one of the best midfielders in terms of performance in this competition. I think after Jude, he's been the best midfielder. Kone's level's better than Tchouaméni. I want Arsenal to get Kone ahead of Bruno. I wish we got both. Kone whips it. Oh, Kunde whips it in, not Kone. Goes past everyone. Barcola keeps it in. Finds Dembele. Poor touch. They are so much lacking quality in this game, France, which is crazy. He looks offside. He might not be. You know they are struggling when they're putting high crosses in. It's actually a good ball from Kunde. Offside again, yep. Tchouaméni Rabiot double pivot. Looks horrible against Spain, man. Big. Players. Right. They've added 6 minutes on at the end of the half anyway. Not a good half for France. Not a good half for Arsenal. Saliba comes off injured. I thought it was his hamstring, but apparently people online saying it is his back. Lamine Yamal, oh, got on the wrong side of Digne, but he manages to block him off. Oyarzabal scored the penalty. Digne with poor defending. France have been absolutely dreadful. The way Spain are playing, I'll be honest with you, I think they beat Argentina and England playing like this. All right, I take it back. They've just given the ball away. They'll lose. No, not really. England will be doing doggies chasing the ball. But you just never know, do you? Football's strange, man. Styles make fights. It's like boxing. Argentina, it could just be a moment of magic. England, it could just be a set piece. Um, but France have been dreadful. They've created so little. Their attack's been offside a lot. Hey, we said it. Spain, the system, they know completely how to play it. Tech rules football world anytime. If you don't have it, you can never be world class. Rice and Saka, said Joseph. Ali McCoist is slating Chouameni. I've Chouameni's good, but I've felt for a long time Chouameni shouldn't be starting at Real Madrid as a DM. Doesn't progress the ball enough. He doesn't. He's decent when he's on the ball, but he's not. Rodri would be perfect for Real Madrid, but obviously City aren't going to want to lose a player like that. The whole, like people saying Dembele, the whole French attack has been woeful. All of them. Mbappe's been offside 2 or 3 times. Elise's probably been the worst. Dembele is having heavy touches. Barcola had 1 good run. Apart from that, he's done nothing. Oh, Elise has sent Cucurella to the shops, but he doesn't get the ball. Does win a throw in them. Mourinho might improve him. Maybe. Jamrock said Spain will win the World Cup. Said it long ago. This second half's going to be very, very interesting. Very interesting. Bring on that United player, Kone. Honestly, if United get him, MJ, 50 million as well. Nah. We need him. But France, last attack before the end of the half. Good footwork. Digne whips it in. They're appealing for a penalty. It's never handball. Throw into the French. Man said more like Elise at Reading. Bro, Elise, boy. Here is Dembele, corner of the penalty area. Oh, that is absolutely terrible. Oh, my days. Wow. Wow. What a first half. People, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm going to get a drink and then I'll be back 2 minutes. I've run out of water and it's boiling hot in here. Give me 2 minutes. Don't go anywhere, people. Don't go anywhere. I'll be Right, people, we're back. We're back. Let's see what the French are about. Don't rule them out, man. Don't rule them out. They got too much quality to just go out like that, but they're playing with a bit of desperation. Let me take that timer off. They need to calm down a little bit. Let's see what Deschamps about. Saliba. I'm just looking. Everyone seems to be saying it is the back. And obviously, Hand of Arsenal tweeted that he may need some sort of procedure to fully heal. Rice is dragging himself through the World Cup. And Saka, yeah. I mean, bro, these are Arteta issues. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, look. Oh, Julian Laurens, who is a reporter, French reporter, says, you could read Saliba's lips. My back is gone. My back is gone. He's done. Absolutely done. Crocked. He'll be out for months. He'll be out for months. Let me show you the tweet. He is cooked. This World Cup was always going to get the better of him. I don't even blame Deschamps. He's trying to win a World Cup. Of course he's going to. Of course he's going to play. They felt they could manage him through it. He was one game away from getting through it. But it's caught up with him. You could tell, innit? He knows, bro, do you know how gutted I am for him, man? Even if France win it, he's going to miss the final. He's been unreal in this tournament. I'm actually sad for him, man. William Saliba, after picking up his injury, my back is gone. My back is gone. Wishing you a speedy recovery, Willa. Wow. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Could be out till Christmas. You don't know. As I said, I know a couple of players when I've played. Back injuries. Oh, man. They are not easy to shrug off, man. They're not easy to shake them off. So much pressure on your back as well. With the amount of running and training on these hard. Man said, my back, my blood clot back. Oh, mash up. Wow. This is a shock. I was turning up tonight thinking France 2-1. I said 2-1 France. But I suppose 2-1 France. Spain have scored. We could still get 2-1 France. Chris said, Curtis Kone gives me James Rodriguez vibes. Never really heard of him until the World Cup. Where's that coming from? What did he do in Roma? Yeah, listen, I'd heard of him in Roma, but I'll be honest, I didn't know enough, or I wasn't saying, let's... No, man said Elise's playing like Digger D. No, I swear, he's had an absolute... He's been bodied, bro, by Rodri in that first half. He's literally taught him a lesson. He sat him down on the chair and said, listen, the teacher is going to show you how to play in midfield. Yeah, you wingers drifting into the 10 thinking you're going to do the business. This second half, for me, is the biggest half of the World Cup so far. You know, to get... Oh, that's the Solis story, innit? I think I already read that one, didn't I? In fact, I did, yeah. Sammy Mockbell. We're going to accelerate the Solis signing, people. Oh, I mean, I'm not writing the guy off, but, you know, it's not what I was hoping for after winning the title. I know, man. I know. I did Kvara dirty. Last stream, they said Lamine, Kvara, Elise. And I went Lamine, Elise, Kvara. Yeah, that's a stinker. That's a stinker, man. Elise ain't overtaking. Kvara's been unreal the last 2 seasons. Rice is broken. Saka's broken. Saliba's broken. But a time to get to work. It's crazy because maybe we've overhyped Elise on the back of the World Cup, and then maybe we've wrote him off too much today because he's had a bad 45 minutes. What I've realised with this French team is they are There's a lot of individual brilliance. The actual system that Deschamps has got is not that great when things start to go wrong. You can tell with that Spanish team, even when things aren't working, the system is still going to keep doing its thing. With the French, they look like, oh, well, Mbappe hasn't scored and Elise ain't playing great passes and Dembele's not terrorising the fullback. We don't know what to do. Rabiot and Tchouameni are in midfield going, well, we can't create anything, mate. We ain't got a creative, pass between us. None of them get forward. None of them shoot. None of them create anything. They look short of ideas. I think he's got the wrong team. He needs to take someone off. I would be taking... Who do you take off? Take Rabiot or Tchouameni off. Bring Kone on. Maybe bring Cherki on. Or Doué. They need something different. Or like, I think Alfred said, maybe they do need like a Mateta up front to isolate the centre-backs and let Mbappe drift. Because I think Porro is a weakness in this Spanish team. They ain't got the ball to Barcola enough. Sidorf said, honestly, Belgium played better against Spain. Spain are technically so good, you can't get the ball off them. We said it before the game. They're going to frustrate this team. We need AI Curtis while you're away to read the chats. I imagine they'll probably be able to do that in the future. Just type it in, look, while I'm away, mate, just read all the comments. Big up to Unreasonable. Latif, my blood clot back away and back. Mash up. We'll see you at Christmas, Saliba. Mikel, what happened? I broke my back. Which part? Spinal. No, we're cooked. Mate, Mikel knows. Mikel's sitting on the beach right now in Spain, yeah, with the family. Big cigar. He's sitting there. They're going, oh, guess what, Mikel? Saliba's back's gone. Yeah, but look on my office desk. New contract, 20 million a season. Life is good. You know the song Future and Drake, where Future's like, life is good, man. He knows anyway. Man said, just tell him when they operate on him, send me the part that they cut out so I can hang it with the hamstrings in the freezer. He's good, bro, I'm telling you, for the greater good. He said, listen, they wanted the title, I gave them the title, but I can't promise you a team next season, but I'll get you a league title, man. Yeah, we're being linked with Mavropanos. Mikel ain't sweating, man, I'm telling you. Mikel's like, yo, I can go and sign another 4 centre-backs. I'm telling you, bro. Another 4 centre-backs. We all think we're getting Morgan Rogers. We'll get Konza. 65 million from Villa. You know it, man. Couple hammies in the office. This one here, Bakayo. 85 games in a row. What did they think was going to happen? This one here, Gabriel. We got away with that one. We blamed it on the Ancelotti because it happened on international duty. This will be the spinal cord of Saliba. We'll blame Deschamps. Shouldn't have took him to the World Cup. Forget the 63 games in a row that he's played, even after rolling his ankle at Anfield. This one over here, Kai Havertz. Warm weather training in front of the Burj Khalifa. Should have been jogging. Had him doing 100% sprints in the sand, mate, after going on the jet skis. That one went pop. What else have you got? Who else? More pending, don't worry, next season. Calafiori, injured every other week, mate. Anyway, who cares about injuries at the World Cup or next season? Okay. Let's see what you think at the start of the season. Who cares? Bro, the World Cup finishes on Sunday. I definitely care. What are you going to do on Monday? So because we're in the World about now, who cares? Who cares, mate? World Cup's here until Sunday. But what about Monday? You know what I mean? Craig David settings, man. Monday. World Cup semi-final on Tuesday. England, Argentina on Wednesday. And on Thursday and Friday. The final on Sunday. On Monday, man's going to wake up like, yo, Saliba's done his back. Saka can't run. Declan Rice needs surgery. But don't worry, we'll sign Solis from Club Brugge. Anyway, let's enjoy the World Cup. You're right. You're right. I'll listen to you. Let's just enjoy the World Cup. We won the league. You put your Marlon Elise over Kvara, give yourself 3 minutes. Well, I did just go and get water for 3 minutes, so yeah, maybe I should go on the naughty step. Yamal, I still think's the best out of the three. I know he ain't had a great World Cup, but the guy's unbelievable. Bro, Guna Chris, I said the same thing the other day, you know. Man, we're talking about Mavropanos for 40 million. I said, bro, get Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones. Yo, big up Nika. The jersey landed. Big up, bro. Hope it fits all right. Everything good. Well done on winning the birthday competition. Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones. Saliba back, mash up, brother. And back gone. Mosquera, yeah, I mean, I suppose if Saliba's out, then you got Gabriel. So let's say you're playing Timber at right back. You could, Hincapié or Calafiore at left back. Gabriel with Mosquera. Yeah, that's still all right, actually. Mosquera worries me, though, man. I just think he's rash. He needs to calm down quickly. Anyway, second half, people. Look, and this is the thing that annoys me. Look, Arsenal fans are blaming Deschamps. Like, come on, man. He didn't play every game either. He rested him for one of the games at least. Anyway, second half about to get underway, people. This is the most intriguing 45 minutes of the World Cup so far. France, by far the best team in the competition so far. They've been bopped off the pitch in the first half by Spain. The European champions. And remember, they knocked them out of the Euros in the semi-final. It was interesting when Lamine was interviewed before the game, and they were sort of saying France, and he was like, they should be scared of us. We beat them in the semi-final. Is that Kone on, yeah? Kone is on. Who did he take off? I bet he took Tchouaméni off. He won't take Rabiot off. He loves him. Oh, he did take Rabiot off. He don't love him. So Kone is on. Rabiot is off. Marino to wrap up the game. You wouldn't be surprised, would you? Come off the bench. Shot on goal, saved. Little tapping from Marino. Just to finish it. I'm just thinking from England's point of view, if, and this is a big if, by the way, if England were to get past Argentina, who would they be better off playing? I don't know. They should bring on Doué, yeah. Yeah, Rabiot, absolute stinker and hooked. Mbappe plays better off the left, but for the whole tournament, he's been electric up front. This is like the first time hasn't worked. Laporte there, good defending. Look how well Spain play out. Just as I say that, they give the ball away. On a serious note, how's tricks? I'm good, bro. Everything's good. Life is good. Can't complain. Big up everyone locked in. Over 2,000 of you locked in. Appreciate the support. Big up the Twitch gang. Big up the whole C unit. Ben Jacobs bomber. Let's have a look. I don't know if Ben Jacobs... And I've had Ben Jacobs on the show, so... I'm not being disrespectful. I've never really seen him break a big story before it's come from another major journalist, if you know what I mean. But we'll have a look, people. We'll have a look. Leeds agree. I can't see any bomber. Can't see any bomber there, people. He's just saying stories that we've already seen. Unai Simon plays it out to Cucurella. I reckon next goal, if Spain score, it's over. Ben Jacobs never dropped a bomber in his life. Glad Rabiot is off. That should be his last game for France, honestly. Zidane is the next manager, they reckon, innit? Here's Mignon. He's playing like a minion. You know what I mean? I know the new movie's out, innit? The Minions. He's playing like a minion in goal. Fitz said, what is Sluggy McSlugface Berta doing? I quite like that. It's like angry banter from Fitz. In fact, Fitz is a new man. Look, he's got a smiley face on his profile. He's happy. But what is Sluggy McSlugface Berta doing? His slow pace at doing deals is worrying. It's not the end of the window, but it's been open a long time. Yeah, I agree. He's on holiday, apparently. Odegaard ankle after blowing snot out of his nose, says Dylan. Oh, my days. Unreasonable. Arteta playing Mortal Kombat with Saliba. Finish him. I'm telling you, he's frozen him. Sidorf, pace merchant with no end product. Barcola has done nothing against Porro. I always said we need to upgrade, but also we need to act cautious. Stinker of a window. What is Berta doing? I'll be honest, man. I've said this many times. There's no obvious answer at left wing. There's none. The only two obvious answers would be Kvara or Vinicius Jr. And we ain't getting none of them. Everyone else is a massive gamble. Barcola, Leao, Rashford, Solis, Gertz, all of them. Some of them haven't played consistently at a high enough level. Some of them lack end product. Some of them don't score enough goals. There's caveats with all of them. If you ain't signing Vinny or Kvara, every left winger's a risk. Yeah, even Nusa looks good, but is he that good? I don't know. I don't know. Barcola is such a live wire. But his end product, I don't know. Lawrence says, Berta is honestly awful. His saving grace is in Capia. And Yildiz ain't going anywhere. And even Yildiz, how good is he? Ben Jacobs bomber. I mean, nah. Like I said, Gunnar Carlos, he ain't dropped a bomber. Search his name, not his account. I don't get that. How can he drop a bomber if it ain't, or has he said it somewhere else and it's not actually on his... I mean, apparently, what's he said? He said something about Alvarez that... Yeah, I can't see any bomber. Oh, he's saying that Arsenal are exploring the possibility of swapping Gyökeres for Alvarez, which we heard about 6 weeks ago. That ain't no bomber. I ain't no bomber. Unless you've seen something else, feel free to share it. Let's see how this game's going. Spain in possession. Pedro Porro. Next goal decides this game, in my opinion. If they equalise France, I think they'll get going. If Spain score, I think France are out. They are not playing well. Manu Kone has replaced Rabiot. Here's Cucurella, though, for Spain. Finds Alex Baena. Left-hand side. Up against Koundé. Rolls it in. Oh, Oyarzabal tries to flick it. He wins it back. He turns too easy. Shoots over the bar. Luca Digne is having a stinker, just as it was announced today that PSG are on the verge of signing him, and he's having an absolute nightmare. Nusa is not the finished article, talented, but not enough quality. I think it's a case of what risk is the most worthwhile. Now, I don't know. I don't know with left wing. There's no obvious answer. Usain Bolt taking selfies with people. PSG maybe refee. I'll be ringing Digne going, yo, doing what Man United did with Edison. Nah, he failed his medical. Bolton Lyles. This is the worst I've seen Elise play. I'm with you right now. I never said I'd take Vinny as our only signing. So would I. I would. Nothing else. Lamine's took Luca Digne to... Oh, my days, he's ruined him. Oh, good defending, though, by... Barcola's rapid. Oh, my... Look at the state of this French team. Upamecano's back pass. Digne there, mate, was throwing out an SOS. He was drowning in the ocean. They were sending out a search warrant for him. But luckily, Barcola got him out of trouble. Spun him. Look at Deschamps. He don't know what to do. He might need to ring Zidane and get some advice. Lyles with Bolt, yeah. You ain't on his level, bro. Solis is talent. My worry is, will he do well in the Prem? I mean... And this is what I'm saying. And this is why people were going crazy at me when I was saying this the other day. I was saying, there's no obvious answer at left wing. Are you willing to pay 100 million for a player that we're not sure about? Could you get a cheaper option? Mbappe? No. Crowded. Look how many Spanish players are behind the ball. Could you get a cheaper option and... Oh, France, you're so cooked. Could you get a cheaper option and then next season you go bigger if a Yildiz is available or someone? I don't know. I don't know. This left wing market is very confusing, to be honest. Part of me says, oh no, Elise, heavy touch gets away. Part of me says you just take Barcola and get on with it because he's so quick and dynamic. But then part of me says he don't look like £100 million player with the end product. But then if you said, well, who else you're going to get? Everyone else seems very risky as well. Elise, you've got to get going. Come on, Barcola. Take him on. Nope. Great goalkeeping. Unai Simon there. Doué's got to come on. And I'm not even saying Barcola's got to come off, by the way. He was probably their best attacker first half. But their whole front four are having an absolute stinker. They're just crowding Mbappe. Dembele's having... Look at Upamecano, man. Just said that Doué got to come on. I think Cherki should come on. Wow. Do you know what? I love Mbappe as a player, man. I'm fearful for him because he could end up as that Neymar where it's like, well, you never won the Ballon d'Or. He needs to win this World Cup. They can't get the ball to him. Do they do the madness? Like, I think Alfred said it. Do they... I mean, do you put Mateta up front as a focal point and move Mbappe to the left? I don't know. He's had such a good World Cup centrally, though. What a turn by Ayarzabal. Jeez. Upamecano, by the way. That guy's a lunatic. Ball whipped in, overhit. Can he keep it in? No, goes out for a goal kick. They look no different, France. Fabian Ruiz, by the way, is playing way better than Pedri since he's come in this team. He'll take Barcola off because it's the easy option. I'm going to be honest, people. He ain't worth 100 million. Honestly, he's not. He's not, man. He's just not. He might cost 100 million, but he ain't worth 100 million. I feel like when I watch him play, right, he's got loads of talent, but you can tell that he's not starting every week, if you know what I mean. He's almost got a raw edge to his game that you think, yo, how old is he? Is he 22, 23, Barcola? What I'm saying is, he feels like a player that should have played more football. He's 23, he turns 24 in September. I don't see it. I think, listen, if you think you can get hold of him and develop him, but how many wingers has Arteta improved? You're going to pay 100 million for him and then rely on Arteta to improve him. It's very risky. Like I said, the alternatives are not great, so I can understand them taking the gamble. You know what I mean? But I don't know. Rodri, back post, Digne heads it away. That left wing it's sad that we need a left winger in a summer where the left wing market looks very poor. Oh, Spain could be in. It could be over. They've scored. Oh, my days. Kylian Mbappe. It's Porro, the Tottenham player. France are going out of the World Cup to Spain. Pedro Porro. Quaker Oats porridge. Pedro Porridge with the goal. Oh, my days. Kylian. I'm gutted for you, mate. Rodri's going to win the Ballon d'Or again. These lot. They're the Bop Kings, man. They are the Bop Kings. What a finish, by the way. What's going on with France? Saliba off. Defence getting roasted. Look at these guys. Deschamps don't know what day it is. He might as well go home. Rolls it. No one tracks him. No one even looks at him. Pure laziness, that goal is. Who should track him? Really, Doué. Doué's passed him on, but hasn't communicated for it. Look, you've just left him. They're all over. Yo, by the way, who plays that little touch? Dani Olmo, bro. Pfft. These man are, yo, I swear down, Spanish ballers are just crazy. That little pass around the corner from Dani Olmo. It's a great finish for a right back, by the way. Just open up your body. Lacroix is all over the place, mate. This Spanish coach is a joke. Yeah, no, I'm being honest, man. I've always tipped the French, so I take it. But they've ruined my bet as well. I bet on France. Nobody saw this coming. How much do you think we will lose by tomorrow? I think England will beat Argentina. But then I thought France would beat. Wow. Look at that. But even that pass there, bro. Why is it bobbling? Are they going to get slumped? Because I've got a feeling they could concede again. They've got to score. They have to score. Kylian, you man have got to get going. They're doing nothing. Look at that ball. Who are you playing it to, Elise? Who is Elise playing that ball to? There's nobody there. Oh, my. Elise's got to come off. Got to put Cherky on. It don't matter how good they've been. Oh, my days. Lamine Yamal! Lamine Yamal! Lamine! He's offside! Yo, brother! What's going on here? Wow, he's offside. He's saying no. You see the way he's just going inside? Yo! France, I was going to say France look like Cape Verde, but that's disrespectful to Cape Verde. Are they going to replay it? Do we not even get replays? I want to see the replay. Apparently, they're just given offside. We want to see how far offside he is, though. Jeez, what kind of TV production is that? He scored a goal, he's offside. You don't even replay it. We just got to guess how offside he is. Oh, here we go. Yo, that is close. Look at, Luca Digne. Look at him, man. He chops him. Yo, PSG. Yo, I swear down, they need to back out. That don't even look offside. Wow. Oh, it's automated, right? Okay, but at least show us. I can't believe what Spain have done to France. They've obliterated everyone. They can't even get... I don't even think they've had a shot. Would you be Rashi, Krupi, Ayazaba? Right now, where we are, I'd probably take that, honestly, because it feels dark at the moment with the signings. This feels like Brazil, Germany. Honestly, it feels like they can beat them 5-0. Oh, my days. Is that Elise? No. What's going on with Elise, bro? You're right. He's playing like he's at Reading, not even Palace. Dani Olmo, by the way, in this game. Yo, Olmo, Ruiz, and Rodri are having the time of their life in midfield. Look how much space he's got. Poro's just walking on the ball. Yeah, wait, mate, I'm in no rush. You know, sometimes the worst thing as a footballer is when it feels like the other team have just got loads of space on the ball and you're running. Look at Spain every time they get the ball. Look. All right, just as I say that, they give it away. And then France give it away. This game is correct. They are getting... This is like an XL bully with lockjaw on someone's leg. It ain't letting go. Look at Rodri, look. Shirt tucked in, high shorts, Olmo. Look how much space they've got. Here, mate, have it back. It's keep ball session. It's an actual keep ball session. He'll play a 1-2 with someone. Look, the means making runs here around the corner. Porro, look, back heel through your legs. Luca Digne, have that. You're having the worst game of your life. You ain't getting the PSG move. Look at them. Look what they're doing to the French. It's absolutely ridiculous what they're doing to them. You're right, technical mastery. The ball moves quicker than any player. Look at this. Look at Daniel Maria, mate. Have that here. Have that outside. Oh, they've given France. Come on, please. Go out fighting. Get a goal back. Give us some excitement. Kylian against Porro. Gets to the line. No, has he saved that? Or did it hit the outside of the post? Corner. Aye, aye, aye. Digne is getting mullered. Dembele rolls it into Digne. Wins a corner. Is Digne 33? I was surprised to see like PSG signing him, but it'll probably just be cover for Nuno Mendes, won't he? He's 32, yeah. He turns 33 next week, yeah, so basically. Look at Elise, man, that corner's not even good. Over the bar, goal kick. Tchouaméni. How is Tchouaméni? I mean, he should have changed it. Has he got another, like, actual... N'Golo Kante, bro, I swear, roll back the years, put him on, do something. He's got so many attacking players on the bench and just good players in general. Come with a different strategy, man. Put Mateta up front and put Mbappe on the left. Put Cherki in the 10 instead of Elise. Do something different. He's treated Cherki this tournament like he's Jordan Henderson. Like he's just there to be a cheerleader. Man's a baller. Wouldn't surprise me if this ends up 3-0 rather than 2-0. Mendes got injured. Oh, Digne is there to start the season, yeah. Manu Kone. Wow. Loses it, but does win it back. They need to score in the next 10 to 15 minutes or they're done. They need that last sort of 10 minutes. I'm not sure when the last time they had a shot on target. I suppose that Mbappe one that was like a cross. 2-0 down. This is a shock. It's a shock, but it's not a shock. Spain are the European champions. They knock France out of the semi-final. They keep the ball better than anybody in world football. It's not a shock. But France have looked so much better than everyone else. But then when you look at it, Spain have conceded 1 goal up until this game. So I think it's because when I was looking at them, you're thinking, Lamine hasn't got going. Baena's okay on the left. Mbappe shoots just wide. I think that deflected corner. They need a goal. Can you imagine what Mbappe's thinking right now? I've just scored like 35 goals in La Liga. Top scorer, don't win the league. He scored like 15 goals in the Champions League. Top goal scorer, doesn't win the Champions League. He's on 8 goals. And your team's just crumbling. Doué twists and turns. Poor shot. Do something, man. What are these men doing? They're playing with a lack of maturity. That's poor. How is he watching Luca Digne play like this and keep him on the pitch? How is he not just... Yo, Mike heading the ball. Goal kick. How are you not telling Theo Hernandez or Lucas Hernandez, yo, warm up, mate. This Luca Digne is having an absolute shocker. That's a great ball from Elise. Out wide. Mbappe, he's offside. He's been offside about 4 times. I can't believe what I'm watching. Can't believe what I'm watching. Yo, that was... Look how close... I suppose half of his upper body is offside. Close, though, man. That is half a yard offside, the Lamine disallowed goal. They get through their midfield so easy. Baena up against Koundé. The World Cup, man. Mbappe, Hattie, bucket, said MJ. You'll be lucky to have 3 shots. Ion said, Mbappe, best in the world. He is no Messi. You better relax. He's still the best in the world, man. His team have let him down. They can't defend. Koundé, what are you doing? That's shocking. No, he's even smiling at him, isn't he? SG said, France first real test against a big nation. They're getting smoked. Mbappe without the pace looks like the French Charlie Austin. Oh, dear. MJ, Rice and Anderson versus Spain midfield. Yeah, it's like, you know, when you used to do cross-country in school. You're just running for ages in your PE kit. That'll be Rice and Anderson. Argentina will be licking their lips. No, I think Spain could bop Argentina, to be honest. France losing on Bastille Day. Hydration break. They need more than water, bro. They need more than water. Deschamps has got no tactics. He's probably asking Mbappe, what do you think we should do? Shall I ring Zidane and see what he thinks? Honestly, the fact he's left Luca Digne on, even Tchouaméni, I'd roll back the years and put Kante in there. I'll put Cherki in the 10, take Elise off. Roll the dice. You can't just stick with it. Oh, he's a big name. He's had a good tournament. Get him off. Get Elise off. This is like a 3 out of 10 performance. Digne is like a 2 out of 10 performance. No one tracks him. That is so lazy. Look at Lacroix. What's he doing? You're the centre-back. You're staring at him. Awful. Absolutely awful. I said they chumps. Bro. Wow. Spain are just that team, innit? I have to admit, man, I hold my hands up a little bit. I didn't think Spain were going to be able to do it this tournament, man. We know they bop. But I was like, Yamal's not fit. Nico Williams ain't fit. I just didn't. Rodri on the back of the injury, I just thought they can't do it again. But they're just, the ball does the work, man. Rodri, honestly, he's been unbelievable in this tournament. Every time I've watched Spain, I'm like, yo, they can't get the ball off him. And he's progressive with his passing as well. It's not like he plays sideways and backwards. This is their last chance, France. This hydration break. They got to find something. I think it's going to hurt if you guys get past Argentina. Tuchel has a chance versus Spain. He'll set up defensive and stink. Well, that's the only thing. Tuchel is one of them managers that you saw it in the Champions League final with Chelsea. He can stink out a game and win it. Do you know what I mean? So I know people just think, oh, Spain will bop England. He'll have 10 men on the edge of the penalty area. Yeah, Dani Olmo's quality, because Dani Olmo is the link from Rodri to the strikers. Oh, you finally woke up. Elise and Digne off. We all saw that, mate. Elise, I won't be putting you above Kvara in any competitions again, bro. You've just played like Digger D. Genuinely. Theo Hernandez on. You know what I mean? Cherki, come on, man. I actually want the French to score. I want to see. I'm a bit disappointed with what we're seeing. Cherki will go in the 10. Doué on the right. No, Doué on the left, sorry. Doué wins it. Pass the ball, man. He's not a bad player, but I honestly don't think Tchouaméni is that good. Not bad. I'm not saying he's a bad player. but I just don't see enough from him. He don't move enough. He's not doing what Rodri's doing. Like, and I know no one really does as well as him, but I just don't know. Camavinga should have been there, bro. I said it. For me, he's better than Tchouaméni and Rabiot. At least he's mobile. I don't, no, yeah, I'm giving myself some credit. I did say Spain were the team that will give this French team the most trouble because they'll frustrate them. No, Doué's been awful since he's come on. Keeps just giving the ball away. Oh, Upamecano having wrestling matches again. Honestly, he is the French Harry Maguire with a bit more pace. Oh, yeah, good ball, Cherky, mate. Kick the ball out for a throw-in. Ah, the goal scorer coming off. Ayazabal for... Who is that coming on? Oh, Ferran Torres. Yeah, I guess that video with Elise's uncle and Cecil won't happen. Asna Stench reached the French cheer. Yo, he was so hyped. Yeah, he was like, yo, I'm going to get a video call with Elise in the changing room. You know, Mbappe and then phone call. Yeah, he ain't ringing no one. He might even block his number, say, yo, you brought me bad luck, man. Ayazabal a good player, isn't he? Just a clever link-up striker. I'm surprised no one's ever gone in for him. Scrub Ferran coming on. Ferran's one of them strange players. Like, he's, I don't know. Is he like Barcelona's Trossard a little bit? Is that a bit off? I feel like Ferran Torres scores important goals for Barcelona. Nah, everything Doué's done has just gone out of play or been blocked. Mbappe knows. He's having that late night. Look at him. He's in shock. Eyebrows up. He don't know what to say. Camavinga changed the game the last World Cup final. Why wouldn't he pick him? Was it? He wasn't even injured, bro. He left him out. What are you doing? I like that one. Oh, my days. The French. You cost me money, man. I put money on you to win. No, you're saying he's Barcelona's Havertz instead of Trossard. Timmy! Bro. Franz, he has got good movement. He's one of them players, though, like, you check games of Barcelona and Ferran Torres will score important goals. Mbappe. Hey, Lamine wipes him out. Barca Real. He's not hurt, by the way, I'm telling you. He's trying to get him sent off. Lamine's not even apologising either. He knows the Barca fans will love him for that as well. He said in his interview they need to be scared of us. Ooh. I mean, he's got to make the challenge, hasn't he? You can't just let him run. I mean, he gets nowhere near the ball. It's an attacker's challenge. I don't think he booked him either. See, he might be the most reaction. We love it, Lewis. We love it. I think I better stay away from start bench cells after that last one. I'm always reluctant to answer them. Madoué Aki. No, man. I'm telling you. Noni in that last game dropped an all-timer. It was like everything went wrong. Everything. Look at Deschamps. Deschamps might as well pack his Uber. Pack his suitcase in the Uber. Get to the airport before the rest of the team. You're gone, mate. You're done. Now Marino's coming on. He'll probably make it 3-0 last minute and run around the corner flag. Dani Olmo, by the way. I'm telling you, people. I appreciate ballers. That Spanish midfield has been unbelievably good. Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, Dani Olmo. Wow. You have bopped this French team off the pitch with ease as well. Honestly, they've bopped them. Listen, I'm not saying, but I'm saying what I've seen today, they have destroyed that French midfield. Bringing on Kone has made no difference. Look at the way they're taking the ball. These men are bringing on Pedri as a sub. It don't even make sense. Here's Baena. Whipped it in. A header. Wee, just wide. Ferran Torres. Didier Deschamps. All you see him is he just keeps going like this, Deschamps. Oh, his body language is terrible. Imagine looking over to him as the player. Oh, Deschamps. Deschamps like this. Oh, they're going to be waiting for me in Paris. I better fly. I better go straight on holiday. You think the French fans are playing? They go mad at this, bro. Spain again. Euro semi-final now, World Cup semi-final. France are going to go a while without winning, man. It's sad. This Spanish team have got their number. Now, look, football's funny. You never know. It can change. That attack is crazy, but to not win the World Cup with that attack, maybe Zidane gets them going for the Euros. The crazy thing is they don't look like scoring. Yet Belgium put this Spanish team under all sorts of pressure to the point where I was on the stream saying Belgium might win this. Hernandez, oh, straight at the keeper with a cross. It's so strange. Marino's on. Oh, guys, more than a 9, guys, more than a 9. Do you know what I was going to say? Well, France are out, so Saliba comes back, but Saliba's mashed up his back. And they're going to go out anyway. So the man's just mashed himself up for no reason. It's not like, yo, he's mashed up his back, but hey, he's a World Cup winner. No, he ain't going to be a World Cup winner. And he's going to be out for months. Do you know the biggest surprise about this game? It's not that Spain are winning. It's that France don't look like scoring. They've got no goal threat. How can you have Mbappe, Elise, who's come off, Mbappe, Cherki, Dembele, Doué, and not look like scoring? It's crazy. Look at it. Everything. Dembele, Ballon d'Or winner, heavy touch. How many times have I said that today? 3 or 4 times? Dembele, ball's bouncing off his shin pads. Crazy work. What are we going to get in the final? Spain v Argentina would be a crazy final. Like, I was thinking, I was predicting France-England. I thought that would be the most exciting final as well. But boy. Listen, the whole attack's had a stinker. Now, Lionel Messi's sitting there going, Golden Boot, World Cup final, maybe. One more Ballon d'Or at the age of 39 just to cement GOAT status. Mbappe could be in. Is he onside? Oh, Unai Simon. Koundé, is he going to shoot? Should he shoot? We can't. What is wrong with this guy doing? I swear, every time he hits the ball, it's like he's got no shot power. That is terrible. Loop it over him, if anything. I know they've got defenders on the line. Either pass it inside there to the guy on the edge of the box or try and lob him. He's having an absolute stinker, Doué. He's been worse than Barcola. Watch. Wow, these... Do you know what it is with this French team? They're playing like they lack experience. They lack a leader. Can France get a goal right inside? Koundé whips it in. Good ball. No one's there. Need to get people in around the 6-yard box. Get a goal, man. Give us a bit of excitement. Doué. Stinker, mate. You've had that's a corner. He's going to give a free kick, I bet. When you're losing, Spain are probably the worst team you can play against. They will buy time. They will stay on the floor for free kicks. He's going to roll around for the next 2 minutes. Does he actually foul him, Theo Hernandez? Maybe catches him after kicking the ball. I don't know. Doesn't really do a lot wrong there, but... Yeah, do you know what, Carl? I've always had this problem. I don't think Mbappe's a captain. But if you said to me now who should be the French captain in that team, I don't know who it should be. There's no obvious leader in that team. Upamecano's a headless chicken. Saliba's quiet. Tchouameni's quiet. I don't even think Rabiot should be in the team. So I don't know who you would give the armband to. Koundé? I don't know. The keeper is... It's getting it on status, isn't he? It's just you're the leader is your talent. Arsenal used to do it. Fabregas was the best player, give him the armband. Aubameyang, you're the best player, have the armband. Henry, same thing. Van Persie, same thing. Porro and Bayern are off. Nico Williams on. And who was the other substitute? I didn't see it. Oh, Marcus Llorente. So they've got very reliable players, haven't they? Like Llorente is just a solid player. Right back, centre mid. Yeah, the Champions League final hurt, man. Badly. Badly. They're lucky the parade was the day after just to sweep it under the carpet, but I didn't forget about it, man. I can't believe it. Come on, man. We wanted a goal at least. A bit of drama. There's only 7 minutes to go. They're running out of time. They're good. The only good thing is you get a lot of time added on because of the hydration breaks. So there still might be another added 7, 8, 9 minutes. So they can, even if they score in the 89th minute, they could still have it. But they don't even look like they're going to have a shot. In fact, you wouldn't be surprised if Spain scored. Look, were France overconfident? I just think... I mean, they lost to them in the semi-final, and no, I don't think it would have been overconfidence. I think their style has been stumped. Like, realistically, with a lot of these nations, I mean, they played Morocco, who played scared. They played Paraguay, who sat back. They played Sweden, who were nowhere near good enough. They played really well, I thought, against Norway, considering they changed the team. Well, only a little bit. And Iraq was easy work for them. This is the first team that are like, yo, we're gonna bop you. You know what I mean? How good are you at not having the ball that much? And they're not good because their midfield, for me, is not good enough. So when they've only got 35, 40% possession, you've got a midfield that aren't progressive enough. And then Elise's having a stinker in the 10. Look at that free kick from Dembele. The ball's bouncing before it even gets in the box. This is a Ballon d'Or winner. He can't cross the ball. They're done. How did he not take Luca Digne off at half time? Look at that Odegaard scoopy pass from Theo Hernandez. It's like boxing, innit? We always talk about boxing. Spain, they're like Usyk. Jab, move, jab, move, jab, move. Look, Mbappe's lashing out now. They're gone. The head's gone, mate. Head's gone. Dictator Mbappe's coming out. He's fuming. I feel for him. Look at. Honestly, you can't do it to Spain, mate. When they are winning, you're done. They'll time waste. They'll frustrate you. This French team is emotional. Deschamps, he's got no tactics. Looks like he ain't got a clue what to do. Avinab said, Dani Olmo is what Top Gooners wish Odegaard was. Ricky said, Spain have schooled France. De La Fuente, masterclass. I hate him, but Rodri is a generational player. His control and understanding is the best by a mile. He's unbelievable. I never understood how Barca and Real let Rodri leave Spain. You don't often see a player like that come to the Premier League. And then you don't often see them stay there for that long. You would have thought after like 2 years, Barca and Real would be going, hang on a minute, there's a Ballon d'Or level player from Spain playing at Man City. Like, but I think Pep probably could keep him there. Calm head in the middle of wartime. Naz, yeah, exactly. Can we get a French goal? Doué's in loads of space. Not that it matters. Everything he's done has been... No, he's still... Wow, how's he getting a free kick for that? That's close to being a penalty, but... Free kick on the edge of the box. Is it fair to say the France team is a kick and run team? They've been exposed. They're a great transition team, aren't they? You know, hit you on the break. Spain haven't given them the opportunity to hit them on the break. So it's like, well, then what are you going to do if you have to control the ball? And they don't actually create that well if Elise's not playing well. This is quite wide, corner of the area, but Mbappe, he's definitely going to shoot. He ain't crossing this. Oh, my bet's done and dusted, mate. I just checked, cash out 34 pence. I was tempted to take it just for banter. Mbappe, free kick. Nope. No, no, no. Raphael, Michelangelo, Leonardo, Donatello. You ain't playing like the Ninja Turtles today, mate. They're elite. They celebrate completing missions with pizza. What a year for Kylian. Scored so many goals, won nothing. Lamine, twist and turn. Seen moments from him. That's a penalty. Oi! Oi! No? Does he dive? Okay. I thought he pushed him. He's not complaining much either, so it's probably not a foul. Yeah, no, yeah. It's not a penalty. I take it back. It's good strength. I thought he put two hands on him, but he's got his arm in front of him. Oh, my bet, bro. 34 pence. Should we take it for banter? Should we actually cash out? Imagine I cashed out and France scored two. What are they offering me now? Oh, it's asking me to log in, man. I can't even. When I just checked at half time, it was 34p, which looks quite good right now. What are they offering me now? Oh, they're offering me nothing. They said just walk away, mate. You're done. France have been space jammed, I'm telling you. Daffy Duck. Come on, get a goal. Get a goal. Oh, great defending. Vamos! It's horrible, man. This French team can't do anything. They play till Sunday, they wouldn't score. Third place playoff might be good, though. France. Oh, yeah, Mbappe could still win the Golden Boot. Third place playoff. Yeah, on Saturday. And you know he's going to tell Deschamps, yo, I'm starting. Yeah, but the game don't mean nothing. Let Mateta play. No, I'm starting. I need to win the Golden Boot at least. Come on, get a goal. 7 minutes added on. Not a bad ball. Oh, my days. Nobody moved. What a ball. Is that Manu Kone? No one's moved. They're done. They're done. 7 minutes left. It's not a bad ball from Cherky. Kylian. Wow. I like Kone. Still good. I'd still sign him. It's only 6 minutes left anyway. If Messi wins the World Cup in USA, he will drown in endorsement money, I'm telling you. I reckon Argentina are sitting in their hotel room going, yo. But do you know what it is, people? We're saying that. They might look at Spain and think, we don't want to play against that style where you got to chase the ball. I don't know. They've conceded one goal up until the final. Maybe France are easier to play against. You just got to, defend. But do you rate Cucurella? He's improved massively. I can't lie. I don't really like him, but he has improved massively at Chelsea. It sounds crazy. Cucurella is one of the best left backs in the world. I'll be honest with you. Nuno Mendes, Cucurella's up there, man. He'll be unreal in a Mourinho system as well. Huh? France give off Bayern Munich vibes. Yeah, it's too much vibes, you see, and the system's not there. The touch, Kylian. Look at, like, they just swarm you as well, Spain. See, it's like Barcelona back in the day. Yeah? They keep the ball for so long that when they lose it, they got bare energy to press. Remember Pep 5-second rule? You got to win the ball back in 5 seconds. So they're just tiring you out with their style. And then when they lose it, they're on you straight away. Does he give a free kick? That didn't even look like a foul. Basically fell to the floor. Xavi will be a happy man. Sergio Ramos, Puyol, Casillas. Some Spanish legends there, man. Marino's time incoming. Not a single appearance for Zubimendi. Bang average. Send him back to the mountains. Yeah. Ion, I'd fancy my sweepstake. Useless. Crappe. Fraud. He's going to get hammered, isn't he? They're just going to blame him. Puyol was a top defender, yeah. From this point, you'd be surprised if Spain didn't win the World Cup. They're not a team that really get to like a final and get beat. They will bop. They'll make England chase the ball if England get there. No, we're not saying Zubi's bang average. He's decent, but his season-ended average started well. They'll make England chase the ball, but Thomas Tuchel, look at Upamecano's first touch, man. I swear, he's lucky he's strong and quick. He's got horrific technique. Nico Williams, oh, shot saved. Or did it just go wide? England will try and play stinky football and nick it from a set piece, Thomas Tuchel. Argentina, they'll sit back and then try and spring them on the break. Theo Hernandez looks way better than Digne. He should have come on at half time. Don't know what Deschamps was thinking. He's a lunatic. France have to score now to have any chance. Rolled out wide, Dembele. Oh, straight at the keeper. Is that their first shot on target? It's got to put that in the far corner. It's unlucky, to be fair. It just curls it too much. Wow, Spain in the final. Spain-Argentina would be crazy. Look, kids crying and everything. Kids are crying, people. We need Spain-England was the Euros final, wasn't it? Wasn't a great final either. Wasn't a great final. England. Come on, Jude. Go on, merci beaucoup. The French have been shell-shocked. Saliba injured. Messi versus Yamal. Jude versus Yamal, man. That's what we need. He's still in for Nico Williams. I hope not. But like I said, what left wing are we going to get? What good left winger is there if it ain't Vinny or Cavara? Look at these man taking the mick out of France. The man are flicking the ball over people's head. Look at Yamal. See you later. Look, twist up. Throw in. No, these men are... Oh, France. They haven't even scored. Baena's a good player, yeah. He just doesn't start all the time, does he, at Atletico? Lamine Yamal rolls it. No, wins. No, ref says no free kick. I don't think France will score. In fact, if they scored now... Oh, there's only a minute left. Doué with the long diag to Dembele. Great first touch. 1v1. No one's in the box. Mbappe, you're not even in the box, mate. What do you want him to do? Shoots. It's saved by the keeper. They've given up. It's only a minute to go anyway. Kone. Doué. Mbappe. Shoots over the bar. And that will be that for the French. That will be that. France are out of the World Cup. They've been beaten 2-0. 30 seconds to go. I think when this goal kick is taken, the final whistle will go. 7 minutes were added on. Let's be honest, the better team have won. They were incredible. Noko, big up with the super sticker, bro. Really appreciate it. Big up to everyone locked in. 2,700 of you tuned in for the biggest shock so far of the World Cup. Full-time whistle has gone. Viva España! The European champions knock out the favourites. Mbappe and co are out of the World Cup. Beaten by Spain in another semi-final. Lost in the Euros. Now they've lost in the World Cup. Spain make the final. We're guaranteed a number of Arsenal players in the final, although most of them don't play, but Deschamps, that'll be his last game in charge of France. Zidane expected to take over. Spain, what a performance. The midfield three, Dani Olmo, Fabian Ruiz, Rodri. Rodri is just pure class. Do you know what I mean? And Lamine was all right. Had a few good touches. Oyarzabal, good penalty. Baena was decent. They were the better team. The tactics of Deschamps were dreadful. Elise had an absolute stinker. Mbappe was non-existent. Offside most of the game. Dembele was awful. Heavy touches. Barcola didn't do anything. Doué made no impact. Rabiot and Tchouaméni were dreadful. Kone looked all right when he came on, I thought. And Saliba comes off with a back injury. The back injury he's been struggling with for the whole World Cup. Even from an Arsenal point of view, this game was terrible. But Spain go marching on. World Cup final on Sunday. France, despite being knocked out, they have to go and play a third place playoff against the loser of tomorrow night's game in the other semi-final. So will it be France-Argentina or France against England? Mbappe might still want to play to try and win the Golden Boot. But yeah, the biggest shock of the World Cup so far. People, big up to everyone locked in. Noko said we need to get rid of Zubimendi. I think he'll give him another year. And Gavi said this result merits why Deschamps needed to go. Yep. When France are in trouble, he doesn't have the tactics to get them out of trouble. Do you know what I mean? That's the problem. But listen, massive shock. Doué in tears. A lot of the French players unhappy. Of course, they were expected to win it. And my bet is over, people. Don't bet on football. It ain't worth it. Big up to everyone locked in. Appreciate your support. I'll be back tomorrow. If there's some Arsenal news, we'll go live at 1:30. If not, they got Lamine's brother on screen. If not, we will be back tomorrow. England against Argentina. Come on, England, man. Get to that final. Jude Bellingham and co. We'll be live tomorrow. Maybe we'll be live at 1:30 for Arsenal. But I'll go on the news. Big up to everyone. Appreciate the support. Hit the like button and subscribe. France are out. Spain in another final. England, it's over to you tomorrow night. Take care, everyone.